Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline Lopez. Today I have an office transformation video. I am finally getting the office area of my dreams, and it is all thanks to Newair, who went ahead and sent me this 160 can beverage fridge. I am really excited because it was the push and motivation that I needed to finally complete this project. I'll share more information on the fridge, give you a discount code so that you can save some money in the upcoming clips. And of course, I'm going to show you how I got to this place of beauty where now my office area is what you see here. As always, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified anytime that I post a new video. Like, comment, and share. That really helps my channel to grow. And let's just get on to the DIYs and makeover. Here is the starting point of this project. I had this dining room table that I had a lot of water damage on it. It had a lot of swelling. So I went ahead and sanded all of that down, and now I'm going to give it a really nice coat of black chalk paint. Here is my table turned desk indoors after 2 coats of chalk paint. They are fully dry, and I did want to let you know with chalk paint you usually want to do a coat, sand, and then repeat that process until your desired coverage. Now I didn't do that because my table is made from particle board and had a laminate top. It did have extensive water damage on it, as you saw in the earlier clip, so I didn't want to do any more sanding. I just did 2 coats, and then I'm going to do this clear wax on top, and that'll help it seal so that it is still a workable area for me. I am going to be again using this, and this will protect it from any nicks and scrapes. I'm taking a small amount of wax with this wax brush, working it in circular motions, and then I'm going to buff it out with a microfiber cloth. I'm going to do this throughout the entire table in small sections. Okay, so here is the table after the second coat. Sorry, I started placing things on here. Oops, trying not to show you too much. It is a little dirty, again, because I've been placing things, mainly Christmas totes, and they were a little dusty, but it's going to be really easy to clean now that I did, let me move this down more. Now that I did the wax coat and it dried, as you can see, this is texture from where I sanded all of the water stains it had, because again, this table used to be very, very bad, so that's why you'll see some of this. I can't take that off. I don't need this to be perfect, so I love this matte finish that it has because of the chalk paint. Even with the wax, it's still not going to be glossy or anything, and again, that's perfectly fine by me. I love the finish that it has. I may still buy something white to put over it so that I can do filming here. That's why, oops, I had this little tripod. This isn't the tripod that I usually use. This is like my small backup. I usually use this one for Instagram. Oops. But sorry, my camera cut off, but I love the way it's looking so far. This is going to be where I'm gonna work. I need to clean my laptop. I'm hoping to replace this baby soon. And I have my mess of a craft car right here. I'm showing you kind of in this weird angle because I'm still cleaning the other half of my room. The transformation for this video is basically going to be this corner a little bit over here, so that I can start having a good workspace, and then the side over here that you can't see is going to be our like guest room, and hopefully I'll have a little bit better of a filming setup. You can hear noises behind me. That's the washer. I am washing the curtain panels that I used to have in here. My favorite color is purple, so those were purple, but I think I'm gonna switch them out to some white ones that I had bought for my master bedroom refresh that I have yet to do, so I'm thinking I'm gonna use those. I'm going to start by clearing everything off of my craft cart. As you can see, it was overstuffed, so I'm going to just clear it out and clean it, and we'll go from there. here is what came out of here. So much stuff. I don't know how all of this was in here. Some of the stuff in here is my mother-in-law's, so that'll be easy to declutter. You can't even see my coffee in there. I had a lot of paints and styrofoam crafts, so I have a place for about 50% of what I have here already, so that'll be good. So I'm going to give this a good wipe down. I'm gonna grab my Clorox wipe, clean it really well, make sure that all of these are in place, and then I'm gonna start finally organizing it, and I'll give you a tour of once it's all organized. Only the essentials are coming on here for sure though. I'm gonna do like a little circle thing that I got from the Dollar Tree that keeps my paintbrushes and scissors. As you can see, I have much more here. I found my clear wax that I had to replace to do this project, and I swear I looked in this cart like 3 or 4 times. So wish me luck in organizing all this. Hopefully when you see it back again, I'll either be organizing it or it'll be fully organized. This is what the cart looks like now. Oops, I forgot to put that one in there. I'm probably gonna add a couple more rolls, but I'm trying to leave this as empty as possible. Again, just so that it fills up with items that I know I need. I have my pens, my colored pens and stuff like that there that I do use like for my to-do list and things like that. I do need to bring my notepad in here. That's what I'm gonna have in this area. Let me see if I can bring you here. I just have my scissors up here, and my paintbrushes, my pom-pom maker. I need to bring the other one. I need to get like a little like storage container, just a small one, just so that I can keep a couple of these things. I do use all of my scissors for Etsy and all these other things, so I know I need to have them here along with my paintbrushes. In the second like area, I'm going to have projects I am currently working on, so any supplies for any DIYs that I'm doing on my desk. I am going to have the materials right here, whether it be for my Etsy, although most of my Etsy stuff will naturally live in here, because this is where I will be doing that. And then down here, I'm going to have some of my most common acrylic paints and stains. Again, just the common ones I use for DIYs and crafting. And then I have my Mod Podge, my wax behind there, and this chalk paint because I just used it and I have a place for that, but I forgot to move it. And then again, just some of my most commonly used ribbons and jute twines, all of that stuff that's going to live there as well. I'm going to go ahead and put up my curtains, and I'm also going to just do the very minimal decorating. I'm going to set my tripod and have you kind of watch what I decorate. Again, going to keep this area very minimal. I want to get working on the fridge and the area above the fridge. I do some explaining of where the items are and why I decorated the way I did at the end. But as always, if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I always get back to you as soon as possible. And check the description box. I leave a lot of information on there as well. While I organize my coffee fridge, let me go ahead and give you a quick review of this Newair 160 can freestanding beverage fridge. I'm going to leave it linked down below for you. That way you can shop it. I do have a discount code. It is just my name, Jacqueline, and it does have to be spelled the weird way that I spell it. It is JACQUELYN. Use that code at checkout. It is going to save you 7% off of the purchase of a fridge. Again, the highest selling point of this is that it is 160 can capability. All of the shelves are removable, so you'll be able to set it up however it best suits your family and your needs. I went ahead and set mine up so that I can have a large portion in the middle. For taller items, for example, I have a large bottle of iced coffee on there, and I'm also able to keep my half and half, which I use as a creamer. Now, this fridge, again, I am obsessed with it. I really love it. I wish I would have had it sooner. A while back, my fridge in my kitchen stopped working properly, so we lost a lot of our food. If I would have had this, I would have had a second place for me to store some items just until we got that fixed, because of course it had to break down on a holiday weekend, which made it just harder for us to be able to get somebody to come fix it. This would have been a great place for us to store some of that. With the holidays coming up, this will also be a great space saver. All of our beverages are now in here, so I have the extra room in my fridge for larger items, and I'll be able to store all of the holiday sides and extras that we're getting through that time. This fridge keeps all of our beverages really cold, which we all love here to drink cold beverages no matter the weather. I will always be drinking something cold, and of course I love my iced coffees, so this just keeps everything at the perfect temperature for us. How beautiful does it look now that it is all organized? I love this huge glass door because you can really appreciate all of my coffee products and of course the items that I have for my family. And then it also has a light so that you can see better inside the fridge. I love that the back is black as well. Now you can change it to Celsius or Fahrenheit. I did show you how here really quickly. Again, obsessed with it. I'm leaving all of the shopping information down below, and use my code Jacqueline so that you can save 7% off of your purchase. Now on to the second portion of my coffee station. I'm going to be adding this basket to the top of the fridge. It'll hold my espresso maker and all of my non-refrigerated coffee station needs. Above my basket, I'm going to add these hooks. They are going to hold my thrifted vintage mugs. And then I'm also going to be adding a decanter with drinking water. I am borrowing this idea from my friend Miranda at Miranda Christine. She has a decanter with water for her diffuser, so I thought it'd be a perfect idea for me to very beautifully hold my water for my espressos here. I am strategically leaving some clear space here on my basket so that I have enough space to use the frother of my espresso maker, and so that I have a space for my frothing pitcher once I find a metal one that I like. In the meantime, I'm going to be using one of my 3 vintage mugs that I'm going to be hanging up here. And here is the completed transformation of my office space. This is a small corner in my guest room. I am absolutely obsessed with how it turned out, and this area is more for functionality. I don't need it to be Pinterest worthy, but I do still think it ended up very cute. It was all inspired by this Newair 160 can beverage fridge that was sent to me by Newair. I am in love with it. It was the push and motivation that I needed to go ahead and complete this area. I always needed an office area for me to work on my YouTube, Instagram, and my Etsy shop. So I needed a space to be able to kind of get away from everything, and why not have a treat included in my office so that I don't even have to leave. I wake up really early to do my work, or I stay up really late. So why not have an espresso slash coffee station here for me? Let me go ahead and give you a little tour. Here is the coffee station, which I am obsessed with. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I have my espresso maker, some water in a decanter, my Hobby Lobby tray, which matches perfectly with the whole feel I was going for. I didn't want it to feel too modern with the refrigerator, but I also didn't want it to feel too vintage to anything. I think this is a perfect mix of all of my styles. So I went ahead and hung up these vintage little coffee mugs up here. They are the perfect size for like a cappuccino or a latte, which is what I will be making with my espresso maker in this area. And let me try and give you a tour of the fridge because I am obsessed with it. Let me turn on the light. It does turn off automatically after you've had it on for a while. So up here I have my Starbucks coffee. I have some other juices that I like to drink, and then I continue with my coffee area down here. I have my chai latte concentrate, half and half for the chai, and my espressos, and then a iced coffee, white chocolate mocha, my water of course. And it is so big and it stores so much, so convenient, that I was also able to do some treats for my family. So this is not just for me. So I do have some soda pop down here, soda, however you want to call it. I do have that here for them. Again, it stores so much. You can see here in the back, I don't even have anything yet because it has 160 can capability. You do have to rearrange the shelves so that they work in whatever setup works best for you. I have it where I have the sodas standing up here, laying down, and then I left this wider space because I knew I was going to be bringing in my half and half, and then I have the smaller one for the drinks up there. And again, thank you so much. I can't say it enough, Newair. Thank you for sending this for me because it is what inspired this whole area, and the color scheme, the look, everything. Up here on my desk, I did keep this as clear as possible because this is going to be a workstation for me. This is a dining room table that had a lot of water damage on top. It is my fault. I left it outside. So I did have to sand that and paint it with some black chalk paint, and I just have it set up so that it's, again, a very open workspace. I do have some greenery right here that I'll be able to switch out seasonally, and then I have my tier tray here that I'm going to also be switching out seasonally as I use it. I have some of the paperback books that I use for my Etsy shop, thank you cards that I use for that as well, and those are on a thrifted brass napkin holder, which I think works really well with this whole theme of having a fridge and a coffee station in my office. This is an ice bucket that I thrifted. This is a napkin holder. I have a candy dish over here, so it all just kind of ties in together, and I am obsessed with it. Over on this area, I do have my craft cart. I did give you a little bit of a tour. It hasn't changed that much. I just added a couple more of the ribbons that I use. This is also set up for functionality. I don't need it to be Pinterest worthy just yet. I needed more for what I use it. And then I do have this chair right here. This is actually a dining room table that I got on a really good deal. I actually paid only $20 for it. It was from a clearance tent sale that a local furniture store had here in my area. It matches the rest of my dining chairs, so I always knew that I wanted it to be an office chair for me because it is super comfortable, and it just kind of makes this tie in with the other areas in my home. I am absolutely obsessed with this area. Again, I'm sorry that I don't have a better before, but it really turned this area that wasn't being used into a functional office. If I would have shown you a before, it would have just been this corner right here. But I really hope that you loved this video. I plan on doing more transformations and makeovers that are hopefully going to be bigger and better. That's why I need a workspace, so that I can make sure that I'm able to get that content out to you. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I post a new video. Like, comment, and share my video. That really helps my channel to grow. Thank you again so much for taking time to watch this video. I'm going to leave all of Newair's information, all the discounts, everything down below for you, so that you can look into a fridge like what I have. And again, all the purchase links will be down here for you. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a very good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be